Hi, hello. I haven't been sharing, specifically on a file, been a while since last time about stocks and what are the prices that will be good to buy and what the prediction of the price going to be with about the return. So on July 20th, I took a look at my own portfolio, and so this is the actual quantity I have owned and the prices at that time, and this just trying to figure the predictions and what I should do. Well, actually, these are the prices that I'm thinking to go to buy about the prices, so that I can calculate the return if the price gone up by the percentage of such. Then you can basically figure out the return. And this increase, in a sense, is if you would have bought about this price in my projection price, which is this expected price and projection price, you will get a return of such. And some of them are a little bit conservative, and some of them are more aggressive. So let's. I'm gonna quickly go over that. And I just want you to also, I will pinpoint that the one highlighted in blue is the one meaning going to hold for long term. So the long term is defined as 6 months to, in this case, 6 months to 2 years. Okay, in a short term, referencing properly under a month, within a month. So now is July 23rd. You will have sold the stock around August 23rd. Now, I can't guarantee you will hit the percentage of increase, which means you will hit the return percentage of return as expected. Also, the prices that I'm indicated here is probably already changed because Friday, that on the 20th, and then between then and the last Friday, which is 23rd, the price actually have gone up, because all the three indexes actually reached the record highs because of the momentum of the great corporate earnings, and FANG is gonna be reporting earnings the following week. So just want you to know that. So AI is artificial intelligence. You had a partnership with Shell, extended partnership with Shell for 5 years. The stock probably not making money at the moment, but then if you look at the history of this stock, it have been 180 $160 plus. It dropped as low as $43. When they made the announcement saying they have an extension with Shell, you push it up to $73 at one point. So just that way, if you think about 53 and 73 were the announcement of Shell partnership, if you look at the middle number between the two, then you'll be around 60-ish. So my recommendation is, yes, you can buy around this price, $53. And don't worry, right? Like I said, AI could have gone down further, down back to 40-ish level too, which actually mean it will give even a better opportunity for you for get a return. And I'm expecting price will hit $65. In particular, think about it. Wow, why not the yield curve? The environment was really low. If you think about in March, back a few months ago, rewind back. I mean, there were yield curve gone up to 1.75%. That was how many people were so nervous and worried about the market, and Nasdaq was really getting a lot of pressure, and that's really the time where the AI and a lot of even XPEVs, Silpan, the EV, all these stock, that growth stock, were really getting a lot of pressure. Some of them down 40%, some of them down even 60, 70%. So in this case, if you think about $160 with a high end 52-week high, and now you're at 53, I mean, this, so $100 is kind of 150. That's huge, right? So this stock is definitely worth to. I believe in the long run, artificial intelligence is the future. So this stock definitely will be the place to be, and you will. I mean, surprising if you're gonna hold for a long time. My target price $65, but you could be potentially, if they start to make profit or they really sign new contract, you could who knows, it could go to $90, $100. I mean, the time AI, when I started to look at it, when the price was dropped to $80 from $110, I think that's a quick buy. But then just keep going to have a pressure pushing it down to like 40 some dollars level, which is kind of crazy. The next one, API, which is the kind of Chinese stock. It was recently getting, all Chinese stock were beaten pretty badly lately with the tension between US and China, talking about Chinese regulation of Dick, what happened, the story of Dick, and some of the big corporate high-tech stock will get fined from the government. But I think some sort of regulation is actually good in certain extent. And, at the end of the day, if the company is good and make profit, I mean, where the money going to go for the Chinese people? They have to invest, right? And either they do real estate or stock market. So it's just a matter of time when things could turn around back. Of course, the latest news Friday, which made Chinese stock with even more bigger pressure, was because of talking about China may potential. Actually, they did make the announcement of regulating education institution. So education institution need licensing. So obviously, these companies already given license and granted the permit from China to operate, and they have some of these stock actually have issued IPO in the stock market. And if you look at a couple of those, one in the U.S. stock market, maybe the over the counter. I mean, you have gone up so many times, like four times, or one stock will gone up 20 times, which is kind of crazy and ridiculous. So some sort of regulation is good. Also, you have to read the news about the education institution, the quality of service they provided with the price, some kind of out of sync in reality. So I just don't want you to think the market itself always think regulation is bad. But in reality, sometimes the regulation helps stabilize and strike out the fraud or bad business practice. That's how I view it. Okay. So API, I think, this stock have been already depressed and actually gone even lower than 34.25, I believe. But it will be a good one to have potential to bounce back in the upcoming month. So yeah, it's now down to 26.01. Really get beat up very badly. With even this price was $34 at the time I show you. So luckily I don't have a lot of share, but still that's like $8. That's $80 losses, right? Percentage wise. So if you were buying it at this point about 20 some dollars, and it did rebound about to $35, your rate of return would be really, really, really great, right? Much higher than what I recorded here. Then the next one is bowling. Again, bowling, I'm really a big fan of that. And Monday, if you look at last Monday, it was beat up really, really bad, and to a point like it's so hard to believe, below $210. But then the stock also after Monday, it was rebounded very strongly to $222 already. This one, I didn't put a percentage increase expectation there because again, for those who listen to my video, knowing that, this stock pre-pandemic was at $450. So I actually made a lot of money, like few $1,000 from bowling this stock last year during pandemic. The stock would drop to $90 at one point and then rebounding to $150 and then drop again. And I bought a couple twice during last year, that period, and I made money for both. So I think this one bought me luck. So I bought some 12 shares, but which is to me, it is a pretty good presence on my portfolio in terms of the dollars. So the next one is BID or Baidu. This one obviously got pretty bad beat up as well as a Chinese stock. Again, this compared to Google, US Google. And the really interesting part, if you think about it, Google gone up to record high 2750. But this stock actually wasn't doing very well since IPO in Hong Kong. When they did the IPO in Hong Kong, it was $250, and now it was gone down as low as $175, and it bounced back to $205 at one point, probably 2 weeks ago. but now because of the bad news in China, it depressed it in actually current price 172. So I think this is probably a good one to consider to buy, and you have to look at it from a long-term perspective. This stock is profitable, so meaning that they're not growth stock. It is making money. It has a huge revenue and profit as well. Then the next one, BIGC. This one you're just looking for V shape. If you look at them, they always have a V shape. Like from a dip, and then we'll bounce it back, and every single quarter you do a few quarter already. Currently at $69. This one actually up. So this one may not have so much space to buy unless if it drop back to $66, and I do forecast the price will jump up to $73. This one in the long run though, you may come back because you see Shopify have gone back up a lot, but this one did not. But they did actually gone that as bad as during May time, $50, so $52. So if you think about it, you will go by $73. The percentage wise from in terms of growth was really marvelous. But you may go up to $90. Who knows? Because the stock 52-week high was like $180. So again, I picked this stock is really, if you look at it, a lot of time if you look at 52 weeks high compared to now, it's a huge discount. And some of them, I think there's a potential. Some of them more speculative. This one is always have a V-shaped spike every quarter. So right now you may already rebound from the, in terms of the position of the V-shape. So you may not necessarily be very attractive to buy, but you can wait a little bit on that one. And Blank, still again, Biden $1 trillion opportunity that was kind of put it out there, but have not do anything yet. And Blank will be the company they're gonna get the contract to put the new battery, electrical battery charging station. So I still see very quick potential on this stock. Around $30 is a good price to be. I really think you will hit back to $40, or when you're gonna be bullish again. The announcement come out, they did get a contract and whatsoever. I mean, you may go up to $50. I mean, some people at one point think this stock will go up to $100, but right now I don't see the market will really reward the stock in such a manner. But you never know. These stock can go up a lot, but I think I am putting this very conservative $37. If you buy it today, which probably you will have quite a good opportunity to make money. Let's take a look and see what the Friday price is real quick. Yeah, Friday is still $32, so it's a little higher than this price. And then this one, Brzl. For those who listen to my video, know that I have recommended this stock. It's a cosmetic product that they're selling. It's more looking a long-term perspective, definitely long-term perspective. That's why this one I actually bought a lot, 77,000 shares, but I am optimistic about this stock. I believe this stock will be something someday. It may be 2 or 3 years later, but if this one is one of those like XPEV that will made it through, then it could be another Apple or whatever that give me 20% return. So this one definitely I will hold for the long term away. Right now currently is still at 0.005. BYDDF, this one have ups and downs, but their business model is good. They are profitable, making money. There were rumor, well, haven't confirmed it yet, whether Apple will be able to cooperate with them, form a partnership to basically related to the battery that if Apple Car created, they need a battery, so they will rely on BYDDF by it. So I think this stock will still have potential, but just bear in mind that the stock was really going up 400%. 400% last year. I bought it from Hong Kong. Hong Kong had that back then was $40, and then it got up to basically $300. And now it's tipped back to $220. So I still see this stock will pick it back up to $250. So from a ratio perspective, then you'll be around $30 or $31. CCL again, this one is my favorite. It's the cruise stock. I think this one you don't have to wait for. I mean, you really don't have to wait for 2 years in order for rebound to $25 level. I think this is relatively short term. As long as the fear of Delta goes away, then not much noise is out there in the market. Then you will pick it back up. So I think, but in the long run, I mean, this stock you can keep it for long run. If you remember from pandemic, the stock had gone down to really low, and if you would have keep it at that time, they still didn't sell, there will be a very good position to be. Like even $20, you will make probably 100% return in 1 year. So this stock definitely, I see the opportunity potential again. If you buy around $19, $20 range, I mean, you could reach $30. That 50% return, right? CCO and the stock, well, I'm not going to go in detail too much about. This is more about at a speculative level. DADA also another Chinese stock which got beat up pretty badly lately. This stock at one point it was really I picked it because it was really a discount prices in my opinion right now. The stock at 23.46 Friday. 52-week highs was 61.27. So if I think this one will be project back $30, I mean, you actually did hit the $33 at one point when the market wasn't that bad and have the momentum. So $27 shouldn't be a problem because it does lately have the range between $23 to $27.50 range. So it is possible to hit there. Disney is another my favorite. I look at this for a long range. So right now currently it's around $176. I think it's okay to buy. I mean it's not well necessarily a quick price, but not too bad. And I really think this stock will hit once you pick it up with the movies and the theme park reopen. You probably will hit up 200. You will hit to $200, and shouldn't be an issue on that. So then if you go up to $200, I mean, then you have a 17% return, so no bad. And next one, FROG, this one more for short-term speculative. I'm looking at $48. And really, FROG is another one. But I think AI would be better than FROG. FROG went to IPO last year. 52 weeks high was 95.20. So when it was this kind of $60, I thought it was really good deal. I bought some, but it was really dropping the lowest to $33. So now it's at $45. Just that's why to me it's more speculative. They don't make money. It's a growth stock. But if you really go back to $30 again, maybe it's good to hold. Again, this type of company is a future. FSLY, this one is another interesting one. It has some lawsuit going on in the past, but I think, and that why causing the stock gone down a lot, and I think they are working with TikTok stock, which now TikTok probably not going to IPO anymore. So the stock at a high, 52-week high was $136. And now it's at $51. So just to give you perspective, and when it was as low as $39.50. So I think this one you can buy it and hold it for long if you wanted to. To me, $60 shouldn't be a problem going back. And like I said, at one point it's $90. It was dropping from 120 to 90. Well, then you went back down to 70. I bought some. You didn't move much, so I sold it, but from a 70, they did go bounce back to 90, and then with some, market pressure from Nasdaq with the borrowing costs, so then they will actually keep it down to very low. FTEK, this one, if you look at it, also as high $5-ish. I would think this one may have to wait till Biden infrastructure plan again $1 trillion, and there will be benefit from it. So I bought it around $3. So that's why I'm betting you will go back down to, I mean, even $2.59 will be selling at a loss, but at least it's it gave me some ground back. And next one, GOGO. This one I was thinking this one may be one of the short stock, from Reddit. So Reddit have a list of short stock. It was one of the short stock, so I bought a little bit and see if it was short again, just like AMC and GameStop. So it's still sitting there right now. But if you're going back up to 10%, I bought it $11. So if you're going back up, I'll probably sell it, just take the break even on that one. And HYLN is another one, my favorite. I still think, with the plan they're announcing, creating an office in Austin will hire 500 employees. They definitely have a quick future. So the stock was at $52 at one point, dropped it to as low as $7.50, and lately was rebound back to $12 and now slip a little bit again. So I still think this stock, I have to wait for announcement coming for the quarter. Maybe they will lose money less than previous quarter, which seemed to be a good news, and they will make announcement about the recent progress of their building of how things are going. Possibly, they're scheduled for the quarter earnings on August 11th. So I really looking at this one will be going on more, and they also plan to join Russell 2000. So to me, this one will be long run. For the short term, the potential can go back to 11-ish again, but in the long run, $52 you're taking a half. That's 20-ish, right? So I really look forward this stock at least will bounce it back to $15 or more, but it may be 6 months later to a year to a 2 years timeline. So that's why for this I'm looking at more speculative perspective. We bounce back to $12 again, because 12 drop it down to 10 or 9-ish. If you hit it back again $12, then we'll sell some of them. And if you are buying at this level now, you have 25% return. It's not bad. And I'm predicting this will probably happen between now and they announce earnings in August 11. JUVAF is a stock that, unfortunately, at the time there was momentum momentum about all the cannabis. So I think that was a good one, but unfortunately it was really pressure because of the of the yield curve back then, and then you just keep pushing down. But so you may have to take a long time to recover and come back up to $1. So I think if for short term with the momentum come back from now, between now to maybe September, I think a 65-70 cents to sell would be a good move. ME is another one my friend recommended, so I'm gonna skip that one. MGM, like I said in the news, another video, they were announcing plan to do a casino in Japan. So I think and they did do an acquisition in England for a casino as well. So in the long run, MGM, and with economic recovery and reopening, this stock I can see a much really quick benefit that can push up to $50 in the future. But currently, I mean, they did hit about $42 at one point. So I bought the stock at around 42. So that's why this one I do believe I should make money. So I won't sell it till around $43, $45. NCLH, it's the same nature of CCL. The stock was as high as $33, and because of Delta, it dropped it to 21. I think in the long run, I mean, if you buy CCL, you don't need to buy NCLH. If you buy NCLH, you don't need a CCL. But just to let you know that CCL is about 3 times size of NCLH, but yet NCLH stock price is higher than CCL. Okay, and then energy stock, I wouldn't recommend you buy OSY. Aussie is too high. This stock was dropping as low as $9. I mean, I bought it around, I don't even remember, but 15, I get quite a bit of return on this one already, but I didn't buy a lot of shares. So I do want to sell around $33. I don't think it will go back to $40. I don't know how long I have to wait till $40. My target price is really $40. So, but I did see this Aussie hit about 30-ish at one point, and you tip it back. So if this time bounce back to 30 some dollar, I will sell them. And then like I said, PDD Pinduoduo have been like really going down below $100 right now. So in my opinion, it's a good time to buy. But you could go down more, further, because this stock last year was started from $50, then jumped to $70, then from $70 all the way to $200. And now it come back like 50% discount, if you will. So the range is definitely really big. 213, 52 low was $70. But I made money on Pinduoduo just like Baidu quite a bit last year. So I really like this stock, and I believe Chinese is really big on double November and double December. So in September, October, as far as Chinese GDP was in alignment with expectation, and then COVID is well contained, and then things were still production in line, and the people were still able to spend money in China. I truly believe this stock will come back up again. From at this moment back to $150. I'm looking for this one 50% return. I stopped buying this back because I sold it and make money, sold and make money twice, and then I buy back at $175 from the $202 come down. But then the stock keep coming down 150, I buy more, and then keep coming down 125, I buy more, and then $100 I buy a little bit more too. So I have quite a number of layers in terms of this stock. If it drop down to lower to $80, I will buy more. So I'll wait till this stock will rebound eventually and will make money. PSX, I was betting about energy stock. I bought it at a deep, kind of the deep, but not at the lowest when the oil price hit $66. If you look at last week, energy stock did get beat up. So right now rebound a little bit, but I'm still at a loss. So I'm actually happy if you come back down to, $80 for this stock, and I will sell them. So but to be honest with you, any energy stock you hold right now, if by mid-August you still didn't hit the level you want, you still want to sell it, because once after summer section, energy stock always going to be going down. You can check the history. And the heating, but for those stocks that have heating oil or other stuff that for winter break, that energy stock may still doing okay. Otherwise, the demand is the more bullish during the summer section, and we look at the recovery. That's why the demand gone up, and also Saudi were cutting the supply. That's why energy prices gone up. This energy company will benefit. So the stock should have pushed up a little higher, which I hope it will be between now to August. Will really hit $80 per barrel, but then it will be very short and temporary. Then will shut it down. That's why I have a difficulty. I'm trying to find a job in energy company now. Energy company doesn't look at forecast in such a short term and think, hey, the company can make profit so much in the quarter, blah blah blah. Well, let's hire more people. In fact, I heard my friends saying energy companies still laying off employees in Houston, so not a good place to be. Maybe you're trying to find a job, have to get to the renewable energy area, and you maybe benefit from me. And then the next one, TCEHY, I really like this stock. I made money of it before. Currently, this stock wasn't doing very well, but if the Chinese economy you're pushing up higher, from a high tech stock perspective, this one will be the first one properly rebound. So I still think this one will be good to look forward to. They were at one point at $100, so right now they didn't really drop that much if you think about like 30% compared to other high tech stock. But from a stock that have a solid earning, great revenues, one of the largest in China, and still got 30% beat up in terms of price, then that's very serious. Trip, this one is another interesting story. When it was high, it was as high as $60. So I bought it at $40. I think it's a good deal because it's already gone down 40% cut. But apparently, you still keep dropping. But remember, TRIP Trip, this company is really good per design. I like what they do. So I think, once Delta and everything will, like as you consume the recovery and you look forward to this year, summer section, then you get to Christmas. This stock, if you think about right now to Christmas, another 5 months, you could have gone back up to $50, right? But for short term, I'm targeting going back to where I bought at, break even $41. I may sell some share because some of them are buying a little bit cheaper, like $36. And then United Airline Ual, that's another my favorite. I made money off of this one as well. If you look at what happened in the history, right, then you can definitely clearly tell you that, hey, this is another opportunity for you to buy a stock that right now, and you will make profit 100% if you hold it for a year. So this one, I personally think you should hold long term. But if you don't want it to, and you always, my rule of thumb is if you make 20% in a short time, you will walk. So let's say if by now till third week of August, you really hit back to $55 level, then you can sell the stock and profit with that. And I think the stock right now is even lower than $46. But like I said, there are a lot of people travel, and then I think United Airlines only back to normal, so capacity. So that I think they will announce good earnings when when upcoming quarter. VLFY, this one I'm not recommended to buy. Don't bother. XPEV right now I'm not recommended to buy. If you hear my video previously, I sold most of my basically I own 200 share at one point. I sold 10 shares left just to see the exposure and risk. And part of the reason why I still keep the stock is if I don't own the stock, I don't pay attention to it anymore. So that's why I have to own few shares at least. So I will still pay attention to the price, the movement, so that I can broadcast and tell people what to do with some of this stock. This one again, I really predicting you will come down to $33. Then maybe a good price to buy, and you could have gone back to $23 too. So I mean, you may surprise them. Right now it's at $43 currently. This stock actually went back a little bit. Wow, $23 at $20 off is kind of crazy, but it can happen. You see in the market this year, the volatility have drove a lot of stock which record high, and they would actually drop 50% very quickly. It's always going down. It's faster than climbing up. Just that you know. And then this too, again, is another Chinese stock. I think I'm not telling you to buy YJ, so don't bother with it. But YY, I think this one, if you buy Baidu, BIDU, you don't need to buy YY. But if you don't buy Baidu, then you can consider YY. YY have gone down a lot, and currently at $55. I don't know if it's because somebody shortened them. Last time this stock have gone up to $90 and dropped to $70. It was due to somebody shorting the stock. Then of course they have to buy back the position, right? Once they expire the contract. So you were actually from $70 jumping back to $85 again. So this time $55 I think is good to buy. You probably will jump back to $70. That's why my target price $70. And I will make a little bit money on that. And if this one $55, I probably, and gone down even more, like $50, I will buy a little bit more. I probably will buy like another few shares to dilute, because part of my rule of thumb as well is if you believe in the stock, if you're not gambling, you're not speculating, but you know the stock and believe in the stock, when the stock is tanking, you shouldn't be worried. It should be an opportunity to buy. And if you buy such a high value like Pinduoduo at $175, now drop $100. There's no reason why you're not diluting, right? If you have money on hand. Otherwise, you should have sold it at a loss. But you didn't sell it at a loss. That means you still predict or hopeful or speculate the stock will rebound at a certain level. May not reach back 175 by some level. Well, if you do believe that, then yeah, why not buy some to dilute it, and then let's say dilute it to average price 150. If you gone back to $130, you sold. So then you only lost 20 rather than, $45, right? So it's just something to think about. There's some little tips that I want the investor to think about. Again, I hope you like this video. And I gave you plenty of stock to buy, in my opinion. but the one highlighted in blue really is my favorite and really the one I love the most, and probably can buy at the current price and let it dip couple more percent, and I will keep it for a long time till the market reach the momentum, reach a high. Some of these I truly believe, bowling, Baidu, Brzl, Disney. I mean, some of these, these two, Disney and bowling, are not growth stock. Baidu is not a growth stock. Brzl, yes, is the one I'm betting for the future. HYN is the one I'm betting on EV. NCLH is not. It is a growth stock. How you historically they made money. And they are actually a huge company, and so does CCL. And Tencent is one of the largest high-tech company in China. Pinduoduo, they have the business like Amazon now doing online vegetable and fresh food ordering, so that is a big future. United Airline is obviously, when the travel business come back, maybe the business travel also resume. I mean, you will bring them quick profit again. XPV, I don't suggest buying the current level, but that stock I will buy it back when you dip again, because it's from $23. Jump up all the way to $47. Then make it over $50. The 52-week high was $74. And then, you dip it back 33, you buy. I still see this stock will be, 2 or 3 years from now, 2023, when it turns profit, you will hit $100 a share. So I hope you like my video. If you have any questions, send me a message and give me a thumbs up. And I hope if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe it. Thank you.